Welcome to Weekend Wind Down. I am B-Man, your host, and do we have a smorgasbord of news for you today? Starting with Comic-Con New York news. It seems that Amazon is going to have their own panel this year at Comic-Con, which makes sense. They have a lot going on right now, including The Expanse, I Know What You Did Last Summer, and The Wheel of Time, of course, which will be featured prominently, I'm sure. No word on who's actually going to attend the panel, but presumably some of the stars and producers will be there to answer questions. And perhaps, if we're lucky, we might get another trailer at that convention. Amazon is also going to be featuring none other than The Legend of Vox Machina. If you're not familiar with this, it's a new animated series based on their now famous live streams on Twitch and YouTube. And now, for the first time at this Comic-Con, we're going to see a preview of the upcoming series, which I hope is awesome. In Witcher Netflix series news, it seems that Season 3 may be on the brink of not being produced. It all depends on how well Season 2 goes. They want to shatter those numbers by 10%, otherwise they may not get renewed for another season. So make sure to watch Season 2. The preview suggests that it's going to be better than Season 1, and hopefully everything will just be in linear time order and won't confuse the crap out of the public. I want to see a Season 3 and a Season 4. This series has the potential to be great, so let's do our part and watch it. I mean, that's all you have to do. Or at the very least, just turn it on and keep it running. That still counts towards the watch numbers. Staying on fantasy news, it seems that an Italian man has taken the time to build his own Shire. That's right, the same Shire from the Lord of the Rings and the Hobbit movies in Hobbiton. Apparently, Nicholas Gentile has been living in the Shire for 3 years now. When asked why he's living in the Shire, he replied with, "I have always loved fantasy literature and movies, Dungeons and Dragons, video games. But at some point in my life, I felt like I was living the adventures of others and not my own. I decided that I, too, would live my life like a character in the movies and books I loved so much." That is some dedication right there, and let's all just be glad that he did not get inspired by Joe Abercrombie instead of J.R.R. Tolkien. Speaking of books that are filled with violence and sex and other adult content, it seems that Kristoff is now joining the gang, as his release of Empire of the Vampire, by all accounts, checks all those boxes. A dark fantasy with vampires in it. Reviewer Bibliovino, which great name by the way, wrote, "Oh my lord, you just thought you were over vampires, and here comes Kristoff pulling you back in." And Kimba Caffeinate added, "A dark, gritty, and brilliant tale." This might be my favorite cover of the year. Look how gorgeous this cover is. I love the black background with the red blood animals and the guy just walking all badass in front. Oof, this is perfect. I have yet to get my copy, but I intend to. By all accounts, this is going to be something that's right up my alley, and you can get your copy in the link below. And in gaming news, a high fantasy action RPG is being released by Acme Game Studios. Yes, that's the actual very original name. They are a Taiwan-based studio, and the game is called Asterigos. They released a trailer this week, and I gotta say that the art style looks very compelling. I like this, and I think it would be perfect for the Zelda franchise. Nintendo, get together with Acme Studios for the next installment of your Zelda game. Speaking of Nintendo, they are releasing a new Metroid game that's going to bring a lot of nostalgia to people who played it originally on the Nintendo Entertainment System. The new game is called Metroid Dread, and it seems to be inspired by the original. This is a side-scrolling platformer. It stars Samus, the bounty hunter, who is a girl, by the way. Sorry, spoilers from 30 years ago. And finally, in Ikea news, if you've ever gone to the store and wondered, where's all the gaming accessories? Well, wonder no further, because Ikea is releasing a series of gaming furniture and accessories, and apparently you have to set it up in a holodeck. I don't know why it looks like this. The set includes desks, cabinets, chairs, and more. And they come in a variety of colors, if by variety of colors, black is what you mean. Ooh, the Oops Spell gaming desk looks really, really nice. And that is the news for this week. See you next time on Weekend Wind Down. Cheers. Oops spell.